Hello everyone, welcome to this podcast on Extra Genesis Chapter 3 Bible Trivia. I'm going to give you 10 extra questions on Bible Trivia for Genesis Chapter 3. If you haven't already, go ahead and listen to the previous podcast in order to get the reading of Genesis Chapter 3 and the first 5 trivia questions. So let's begin. Number 1. What was the serpent's response when Eve said they would die from eating the forbidden fruit? A. Ye shall not die. B. Ye shall not surely die. C. Ye shall die, but for a while. D. Ye shall be God. You have 5 seconds. The answer is B. Ye shall not surely die, and you can see this in Genesis chapter 3, verse 4. Number 8. Which factors led the woman Eve to disobey God and eat the forbidden fruit? A. The forbidden fruit was sweeter than all the trees in the garden. B. The deception of the serpent. C. The ignorance of the effect. D. She had no choice but to eat lest that weird talking serpent would do her harm. You have 5 seconds. The answer is B, the deception of the serpent. And you can see this in Genesis chapter 3, verses 4 to 6. Number 3. When Adam and Eve's eyes were open, what did they learn immediately? A. They learned that they have become like God. B. They learned that the serpent was right. C. They learned that the serpent was wrong. D. They learned that they were naked. You have 5 seconds. The answer is D. They learned that they were naked. And you can see this in Genesis chapter 3, verse 7. Number 4. Did Adam and Eve really become like God? A. No. B. Yes. C. Maybe. D. Never. You have 5 seconds. The answer is B, yes, and you can find proof of this in Genesis chapter 3, verse 22. Number 5. Who started dressmaking? A. Adam. B. Seth. C. Eve. D. God. You have 5 seconds. The answer is D, God, and you can see this in Genesis chapter 3, verse 21. Number 6. What is the meaning of Eve? A. Mother of all mankind. B. Mother. C. Female. D. Childbearer. You have 5 seconds. The answer is A, Mother of all mankind, and you can see this in Genesis chapter 3, verse 20. Number 7. Who gave the name Eve to the woman God created for the man? A. Adam. B. God. C. The serpent. D. The woman herself. You have 5 seconds. The answer is A. Adam, and you can see this in Genesis chapter 3, verse 20. Number 8. The serpent was cursed to eat what? A. Herbs. B. Stones. C. Dust. D. Clay. You have 5 seconds. The answer is C. Dust. And you can see this in Genesis chapter 3, verse 14. Number 9. Why was Adam afraid when God called him in the garden? A. He was covered in figs. C. He was ashamed. C. He was naked. And D. God would harm him. You have 5 seconds. The answer is C. He was naked. And you can see this in Genesis chapter 3, verse 10. Number 10. Who did Adam blame for his sin of eating the forbidden fruit? A. The devil. B. Eve. C. The serpent. D. God. You have 5 seconds. The answer is B. Eve. And you can see this in Genesis chapter 3, verse 11.